So much has been made about Liverpool's faltering attack this season. Florian Wirtz isn't creating chances, Alexander Isak isn't taking those chances to score goals, and Mohamed Salah is a shadow of the player he once was last season. But today I found some stats I want to take a look at that perhaps suggest that the real crux of Arne Slot's problem at Anfield this season is actually his broken defence. When we take a look at Liverpool's attacking and defensive stats over the last 5 seasons, we can see that they are undoubtedly scoring fewer goals per game this time around. At 2.0 goals per game, Slot's team have the joint worst attacking output of any Liverpool team in the last 5 seasons, and it actually works out at a 9% drop on last season's average of 2.2 goals per game. But of course, 2.0 goals per game is by no means the end of the world and is actually an average that most teams in Europe's top 5 leagues could only dream of. However, the real issue for Liverpool this season is in defence, where they are conceding a crazy 1.8 goals per game in all competitions. That is a huge jump on last season's 1.1 goals conceded per game. It works out at a massive 64% increase in the rate of goals that Liverpool's defence are shipping in each game this season. So in other words, Liverpool are scoring 9% fewer goals per game, but conceding 64% more goals per game this season compared to last season. And curiously, another way to look at that faltering defence this season is by actually taking a look at their attacking output compared to previous campaigns. This may seem like an odd way to judge a back line, but we have to bear in mind that Liverpool teams of the past, certainly the ones that won a lot of success, obviously had some fantastic creative output on either wing, and Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, alongside that fantastic aerial threat of Van Dijk in the box. And to no great surprise, that aspect of Liverpool's system and their tactics has completely fallen apart this season. In the Premier League this season, Liverpool's defenders have amassed just 2 goals and assists in the team's opening 9 league games. Not only is that the second worst return among all English top flight teams, but it also amounts to just 7% of Liverpool's total attacking output. When we compare that to the last 5 seasons, we can see that it's a notable drop off from last season, when Liverpool's defence provided 13% of the team's total goals and assists, and actually boasted the second most potent defensive line in terms of goals and assists in the Premier League last season. So in a very real sense, Liverpool's backline just simply isn't chipping in with the goals and assists that it usually offers, and as a result, the team is clearly suffering from it this season. And that obviously makes perfect sense to anyone who's watched Liverpool this season. New left-back Milos Kerkez is clearly struggling to match Robertson's attacking output on that left-hand side, while on the right-hand side, Arne Slot has often preferred to go for youngster Conor Bradley or central midfielder Dominic Szoboszlai over new signing Jeremy Frimpong. Now, none of this is to say that Arne Slot does not have the tools at his disposal to turn things around for Liverpool this season. But it also seems clear to me that the Dutch tactician has yet to find a way to get the right balance in this team, and as a result, Liverpool are failing in attack and defence at the same time. And unless Slot can find a way to balance those attacking players with his new defence, feels as though Liverpool's troubles are going to continue rumbling on and are likely to persist.